neighborhoods,
Yeah.
Molenbeek, there's a lot of Muslims, and
Yeah.
one of the terrorists came from there.
There are a lot of tourists who comes from Brussels, you know.
There is only one God. His name is Allah.
It's people in my school, they took me as an extremist. They were afraid of me. The biggest problem is linked to the media.
Okay, because you're extreme, because you believe in God.
Yes,
That's extreme.
that's how they think. That's sad.
Hey guys, so we're in Brussels today. We'll be talking to Zakaria and Yassine about how is their life as a Muslim here in Brussels. We're in a Muslim neighborhood. Just ate some halal kebab and we've met with them. So this is what we've learned, and yeah, it was pretty amazing. So check it out. Yassine?
Yes, yes.
I should be afraid to come here, right?
Yeah,
I
never
only hear bad things.
There are a lot of Muslims in you came from Prague, yes?
Yeah.
There are a lot of Muslims.
No, not many. So you were born here, or
Yes,
like?
I was born.
So in Brussels, like when you have Muslims, like how many do you think that these Muslims are? Like 100,000 or more, or million?
And I have seen some statistics. You know, there is 1 million people, 20%
Muslims?
Muslim.
No, that's pretty big.
20%.
So they immigrated here, or they were born? Like how did
Majority
so many Muslims
are
come?
from Morocco.
Really?
Yes,
Morocco?
Morocco is the most dominant stranger nationality.
But why? Like they occupied Morocco, Belgium, or what?
No,
happened?
they're not occupied. Belgium wanted to have a lot of workers to rebuild
Yeah.
the state. And
They
come-
invited people for visa
Yes,
or
yes.
something.
And the majority of them comes from Morocco.
They came like in the 1960s or what?
Yes, 50 years ago.
So they came, and then these are like your parents or your grandparents?
No, my parents are not from this
Migration. Okay.
My parents come here to study.
Okay.
You know, just to study the high school study. you know.
Yeah. And so they have children, and they are like
Yes.
Belgian citizens now, like you.
Yes, yes.
And got it. So what do you think of, like, now it's Christmas, right? The market
Yes,
and
yeah.
stuff. What's your opinion on this? Like, because we saw in Germany everyone's like Christmas trees and everything's
yeah.
getting ready.
Yes, I understand all concept. It's
Yeah.
next Christian fest who becomes more capitalistic, you know.
Yeah, like a commercial,
commercial
holiday.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Everyone is about gifts, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Consume
But it's
a lot, you know.
yeah.
But I don't like this, you know. Imagine if we do the same thing to the Muslims, you know. For example, everyone do
Ramadan. or-
Ramadan, but without doing it, you know. It becomes something commercial only,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. So yeah,
You know,
like just eating or
just eating, you know.
yeah.
A lot of people, most people, they are not Christian. They don't practice, but they still have they do Christmas. They fest Christmas.
If you have family, how many children one family can have? Usually like 2 children, Muslim family now. Compared to like Belgium.
Belgium, there are 1 or 2, maybe Muslim. Probably 3 or 4.
Yeah, this looks like Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
Similar. When they came here, first Muslims, how did they build first mosque? Like the government must say no, like this, we don't want this, right? Just too many people.
But yes, too many people, and you know they are workers. You know,
Yeah,
they didn't think of when they take all the immigrants. They didn't think of after. You know,
Yeah.
that they will have children and.
of course.
So they didn't invest well. This is why in some neighborhood like Molenbeek, it's one of the poorest neighborhood
Poorest?
in Belgium.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So these Muslims, they live in like some poor neighborhoods and still work as workers, but because like you study software engineering, right? So you
Yes, yes.
you will be working maybe in like an office
Yes,
somewhere.
yes. A lot of Muslims are doing high studies. You know,
Yeah.
but there are a lot of still.
The name is
evolving.
Molenbeek
Yes.
and Sharbik. Is this?
Scarbeck, yes.
So those are
Scarbeck.
2 big ones that have Muslims, right? People like, what do Belgian people now think of Muslims? Is it like Islamophobia? Do they like sometimes have some protest, or are they okay?
I see one time a big study of this. You know, it was a study where they ask Belgium, the regular Belgium, how do this. Probably they have bad opinion of Islam. majority
Belgium.
Yes, Belgium.
Yes.
Muslim Belgium, you know. And globally also because you know a lot of Muslims are concentrated in Brussels. You know, if you go outside Brussels, you will not see a lot of Muslims.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So a lot of Belgium does know Muslims personally. You know, so they are just saying what they saw in the media.
So can women wear hijab and like be fine
Yes,
with
yes,
it?
yes.
Yeah.
But in some, you know, for to work in public services.
Okay.
You
So
know,
in the government you can.
Yes, you can't. For they don't want.
It's like in France they
French,
take
it's more severe.
they
are
take
also-
hijab off, right?
Yes, it's more severe.
Oh, this is a mosque.
Yes.
How big?
This is the biggest mosque in the city.
Does it even have? Is it like possible to call adhan and stuff?
No.
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 But this has minarets, right?
Yes, but it's it has also a lot of discussions about minaret. You know, for example, no, there are no new mosques with minaret.
No new.
No new. They don't want.
It's closed now, or
Yes.
really?
Yes.
Oh. So no praying now.
But yes, because of Corona, a lot of mosques they open only on.
Only on prayers,
prayer,
like
yes.
Dur, Asr.
Yes.
Okay. We can come later here probably to visit.
Well, she's the only mosque in the center.
Oh, okay.
See, because it was a non-mosque and there were political intentions behind this, you know.
Yeah. In what year was this like an attack in metro in Brussels?
In,
2005 or something like this?
no, it was just recently, not a lot. It was in 2015, 2016.
Really?
Yes.
And so some people died, or?
Yes, it was two simultaneous attacks in Brussels. There was one in metro, one in the airport.
Really? Oh, I remember the airport.
Yes. When I think there was the airport, and
yeah.
after some little bit after 1 hour after there was a hit.
Yeah.
So it's a very planning.
So it was the same group doing both attacks.
There was coordinated.
So some people died, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a metro who passed like this. They encountered another, and then there was a terrorist in metro. He exploded.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy.
It was like heavy metro. In total, there was 30 people who died.
You know, like the reason why they did this group?
There are a lot of tourists who comes from Brussels, you know,
Okay.
and they know this. They want to do this to show for them this is Islam, you know. It's what we must do,
Yes.
and so a lot of people can.
What did you think of this? Like, because you were living here, right, when this happened?
When a terrorist attack happens,
Yeah.
non-Muslims, they are afraid of their lives, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But Muslims are afraid two times. They are afraid of their lives and of the vision of Islam in Europe.
So this is where they make laws. So we're inside the center of the world for European politics, and it's raining, so let's go somewhere.
The next station, it's the station where the attack happened.
And it's now okay? It's built again?
No, yes, it was not destroyed when the
Oh, okay.
it was just the metro was there.
So this is the station. Still raining. So we're now in Molenbeek. This is the biggest ghetto. No, it's not ghetto. It's fine. But this is where 40% of Muslims are hanging out in Brussels, or are from Brussels. So we'll see what happens. You can see, looks pretty nice. This man has a really good outfit.
Yes.
What is this?
Huh? You never see this?
Moroccan?
Style, yes.
Oh, this is Moroccan. Okay. What do they sell? This is all Muslim. So this is like, these buildings are old Belgium, but now it's all Muslims. They have this full square and still a bunch of stuff.
We go to another street where there are
Okay.
Muslims, you know.
You like student or?
No, I studied with him.
Okay.
So we both IT engineers.
Are you from Morocco or are you
My father's from Syria
Syria?
and
Okay.
my mother from Belgium.
Belgium. Oh really? So you're
Yes.
mixed?
Yes.
And so your mother is what? She's a Muslim as well, or?
Yes, she reverted a long time ago.
Just like me, I converted, like reverted 10, 11 months ago. So you were like born here. You're from Belgium, right?
Yes, even if I'm born here, usually people see me not like a Belgian.
Of course. So like, how's life as a Muslim? Like here, you have halal food. You can go to mosque, right?
Yes, in Brussels it's easy.
Is there any like, let's say in Europe, in some countries, there's like this political party that hates Muslims?
Yes, there is.
There is?
And they won in
some far right or
the
Flemish.
yes,
Flemish? I heard about
like
this
the,
guy. Yeah.
like half the Belgium.
Half the Belgium?
Yes.
Really?
The half the Belgium is Flemish.
Yes,
The other
yes.
half is like Wallon, so
Yeah.
it's more like France. And the Flemish half won. And in their cities,
Uh-huh.
that kind of party won like a lot.
Okay. So they are popular, like 20% maybe of population thinks like this, or
Maybe
anti-Muslim?
If you take the whole Belgium,
Yeah.
yes, maybe that's like 20 to 30%. But if you just take the Flemish, there is like 80%.
Really?
So, as I said, in Brussels you have no issue. But
Is
if
it
you go out-
because so there was a terrorist attack like a few years ago,
Yes.
and is it because of this, or is it even before this there was?
They say that it's easier for them to be popular with that kind of we say activist.
So what did they say?
They say like
you're a terrorist, or what?
you have to control every
Muslim?
not every Muslims, but they say like we must like this neighborhood,
Yeah.
Molenbeek, there's a lot of Muslims, and
Yeah.
one of the terrorists came from there.
Yeah.
So they say yes, in Molenbeek there is a lot of problems. You have to do a lot of controls,
Checking people.
You have to check more. Like they don't say because they can't. I think they don't say check Muslims, but they say check neighborhood where 80% of the people are Muslims.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a tricky way to.
So what would you like? This is always a problem. There's
Yes.
people who are non-Muslim don't understand Islam,
Yes.
and people who are Muslim don't know how to explain it. So you, as like someone who have both, like you know this culture, you know
Yes.
Muslim. How would you break this for people who are like non-Muslims and
The biggest problem is linked to the media, because the people like we say not good Muslim, because the people that do bad things are
Yeah.
not Muslims, like terrorists, that kind of thing. But I mean the Muslims, the right Muslims, are not heard. So it doesn't make people watching TV or buying newspaper.
Yeah.
So you must go with something who's a bit more crazy to sell your image and what you're saying. So what I do my best to be as Muslim as I can. I mean, I follow the Prophet ﷺ example as much as I can, and when people talk to me, I'm happy to answer, even if that's something a bit disrespectful or strange. They don't know. So if I mean, if I, as a Muslim, don't answer, they will get an answer from internet who's 100% false.
But you know what's the problem? Like I didn't know there's Jesus Christ in Islam.
Yeah, you didn't?
No, this is like I thought they hated Jesus because I didn't like Islam as well. Like a few years ago, I felt like they hate Jesus, they hate everybody Christian, and then I learned like no, it's just like upgrade, like it's the next revelation, right?
That's it.
I didn't know.
They don't like to see big mosques, so they
Like Belgium government doesn't like this, or
Citizens, they say it's not compatible with
the architecture.
the European architecture.
yeah, that's why Christians help build a mosque in Germany.
Yeah,
So it's compatible.
But Germans are more open-minded.
Yes, because the history made them
No, because they were fascist.
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
They were very racist. So they try to.
They
reverse,
try to be nice now.
Yeah, they try to be nice. Nice
They
guys, you know.
didn't. They were nice to Jews, so they are nice to
Yes,
Muslims now.
so no, they are nice to everyone, you know.
They must be.
So are there like Shia Muslims here, or
Shia, not a
how
lot.
many?
Not
No?
a lot. I don't know, but there are not a lot. There are some Shia mosques, but not.
Okay. Most people who live here are what? Like normal Sunnis?
Yes.
There are
And,
Sunnis and
a lot of Moroccan people are Malikites.
Malikites.
So-
That's not sect Maliki, just
It's a school in
juridic school. You know,
Okay.
in the Sunni-
Juridic.
Maliki, so like one of the four madhabs,
Yes,
right?
madhab.
I know this.
So,
There are a lot of Malikis and Shafi'ites.
So which madhab do you follow, or
I
Hanafi or
I follow Shafi'i,
Shafi'i?
and I think he's from he follows Maliki.
You see, I don't know which I follow. I have to figure this out.
because
I'm just Quran and Sunnah
just
now,
follow
but
what's
I don't know.
I think I follow Shafi'i by default. So because of the education and so on.
But this is a problem, right? Because some people take something they against Islam and they follow this. Like
Yes.
for example, you know, we have these modern Muslims, like they sometimes disregard everything,
No.
like the core pillar, or they don't pray or
And
whatever.
problem, the
That's-
government, they use those Muslims to
Yes.
see how
I
this
know.
is how Muslims.
I know.
A lot of Muslims, they are too obsessed by if what they eat are halal or not, but they don't pray, you know.
Really?
Yes, they don't pray, they do nothing, but when, you know, they don't pray, they do parties, they have girlfriend and
Really?
all of this. But when you propose them to eat something, they are going to look if this is halal or not.
Like,
Just like this, you know, so...
She knows this is not good.
they go to parties, they drink alcohol,
Yeah,
Oh, really?
But when it,
and so on.
but if there is something who contain atoms
Yes.
of pork, they
Yeah.
will tackle you if you make them like this. You know, they will become aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, there are some Muslims like this. Yes.
What's your view on like this, like how Belgian people or who are non-Muslims, how they want to build like now civilization and the European Union? Like, do you think, what do you think is the future for this? They don't believe in God, let's say, right? So like, what do you think happens in the future to like non-Muslims? Like every year it gets weirder and stranger.
Yes.
And what do you think is like in 20, 50 years?
I really don't know.
Because they follow just desires, right?
Yes. And they do things by like zin. In French you can say zin. It's a like a small
Zina?
impulsion of will. Let's go make a tattoo. We're
Yes.
crazy, and 5 seconds later, I mean 5 seconds after the tattoo, they're regretting it.
Yeah, or
Like
let's
it's a-
get drunk.
It's a yes. It's a
Let's
small
have sex with this.
moments where you're crazy a bit too much, but
Yeah.
I think it's the small moments becomes regular. Like they only follow that.
So whatever comes to your mind and you want
Yes.
to do it, you just do it.
Yes.
You live only in pleasure.
Yeah.
You know.
So like it has to be like the future will be in a computer. You know this.
Yes.
Like you will be a cloud.
Yes, yes.
You will
something
be
like
just simulating pizza, eating, or
Or
having sex.
humanism.
So this is like a brave new world. You know
Yes,
this?
I read it. I read
Really?
it. Yes, yes. I read
I
it.
made a video of
Yes,
this. Like
people are
this is
on,
like the future is like babies are not born from mother. They are like just
they
born.
no family and
Nothing, and it's just
the-
you just
the
work in a
purpose,
computer.
You must have pleasure.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
yes.
watch this, and you just follow like every day you have sex. There's no sickness,
Yes.
nothing, and there's no marriage. There's nothing. And this is just
of most
total
religion.
opposite of Islam.
Yes.
Yes, and every religion.
Yes.
But this is like, so like if they don't stop this, this must happen at
Yes.
some point, because
I think
like
for-
otherwise you will forever continue until you hit like, okay, let's just upload ourselves to computer
Yes.
and let's live there forever.
I think
as a
like,
program.
Some people already live like that.
Yeah,
Like, there's people already right now doing it, and
they live in computer.
no,
Virtual
not in
reality.
computer, but I mean
Yeah.
doing whatever they will.
They're like you know stories of pharaohs.
Yeah, I know
You
Pharaoh.
know,
Yeah.
they were like, same pharaohs were also materialistic. This is why they built pyramids and all of this.
Yeah.
You know, Pyramids, the only purpose of pyramid is to
Get closer to God.
yes,
like,
to and to
put him there.
to put pharaoh there, and it's all, you know, all
Yeah.
this materialistic.
If you look at Islam in like history, there was this expansion, and then in medieval times, right, this decrease, and Ottoman kind of empire was the biggest, and then it collapsed. But so there, Islam spread in like Malaysia, Indonesia, different countries in Africa and stuff. Not in Europe per se, let's say, but in some parts. And now, what happened like last century was this like migration from workers from like Morocco or Turkey to Europe, right? These millions of people came for work, and then they are here doing Islam, right? But they didn't like conquer or whatever. They just came here as immigrants.
Yes.
Say in Europe,
Yes.
how it can grow like without, because we don't live in the world where we can just colonize. This ended, right? So what can we? How can this happen in the future? What do you think in Europe or in America? Like Islam will spread because of children, or what do you think?
Children is a good way, I think, because usually in the traditional culture of Islam,
Many children.
they have a lot of children. Islam can go with any
culture.
history, any culture you follow. I mean,
Yeah.
basically it's just follow some principle to be healthier, healthier like in your body, but healthier in your mind, and to
Yeah,
enjoy
I agree
life,
with this.
like
yeah.
fully and happily. It's like a religion of peace, but not only out. It's a peace, a natural peace too.
Yeah.
And this is not binded to a country or
Of course.
culture. But yes, it's harder for people who are coming from far away cultures. I had
Like-
an easy life, I would say.
Yeah.
Like my father's from Syria. I went to Syria a lot of time. I had the chance to go to Malaysia, Indonesia,
Really?
Morocco.
Mostly people are scared of political Islam. They don't have a problem with nothing.
Yes.
And so, but in Islam you must respect the law of the land, like
Yes.
where you live. This is the main
Complex.
square.
Yes. Architect of this house suicided himself because it's
Killed
not-
himself,
Yes,
right?
killed himself because it's not in the center.
No, yes, if you
What?
count it's not symmetric.
It's not symmetric.
So he killed himself because of this?
It's just legend.
it's
What?
just a legend.
It's just
that-
legend.
Oh, okay.
So if you see like the windows there
Yeah.
behind the tower, like it's not
Yeah.
right, and there's too much space there.
So it's that mistake, or
It's a mistake from the architect.
Oh.
So he killed himself.
in some
It's a-
countries they don't count birthdays, like in Somalia or in Yemen. Do you
Oh.
count birthdays, or?
My father, he's born in Morocco and not in the hospital, you know. So they
They
don't
know
know
the year.
the
date.
date of. So he just approximates with his cousin who is born in the hospital, and a lot of people are like this.
So like
why
maybe I'm
we tell a
60, I
joke.
don't know.
we tell a joke. We say all Moroccan are born in 1st January because they all make officially born. They just know the year where they are born. You
They're
know.
all born in the one.
But my grandparents, they don't know at all. So they are officially my grandmother, my grandfather. They are born same day officially. You know.
Really?
Yes, it's just my father. He goes to register them. He makes the same.
Yeah, they like ask when were you born. He doesn't know, so they create some date
They are
like
born-
okay,
they are born the same
1st January. Everyone's 1st January.
By default, it's for January. Like all my cousins doesn't know they're all 1st January.
It's too sweet. Oh, look at this sweet.
You're more like Arabic faces, and you kinda read I don't know, Quran in the subway, something like that. People will be afraid. They will look strange.
But the
sometimes.
government can't arrest you.
No, but they will maybe call police who will check you
Oh, okay.
and something like that. Like people are really afraid, and because
Yeah, like reading Bible. I'm gonna call
yes,
police.
but
like-
if you read
This guy's
Bible,
reading
no
Bible.
one gonna call police because it doesn't afraid them.
Yeah, because there's no like.
Appelle le type qui parlait
Ouais,
de
ouais.
Jesus. You know, one time we were in the metro and there was a guy doing Christian da'wah, you know,
He was
speaking
coming-
about
About
was coming to
Jesus,
people.
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Imagine if someone like this speaking about Islam in the metro, everyone will leave. Everyone will
I can
leave
swear it.
metro.
Like everyone gonna leave. Everyone gonna scare the shit
Like-
out of themselves.
Like people will start. There is only one God. His name is Allah.
If you say there is only one God, this name is Jesus, people are ashamed but they are not afraid.
They look like
Yeah.
It's strange.
For
It's
not
not
to
regular,
see,
but
not to see Christian doing this, he will say, this guy is crazy, you
Yeah,
know.
every-
He will not. If he see Muslim, he will run away, you know.
Yes. Like every day there is one. He's standing. He's always there.
Yes.
But if the same people do the same thing about Islam, they're afraid. Like they will call
And you
police.
cannot, you know, you
everything.
will have problems with
Yes, we have problem. Police
authorities
will
and-
come. There's no law against it.
A lot that you have,
But
will have
peop-
problems,
but
you know.
people are afraid, so they call police. The police come and say, "Don't do it because
Even if
you're
you
afraid."
won in
people."
the course, you will won in course after, but you
Yes.
will have a lot of problems. This is why
I know.
people are not motivated to do their, in the street.
Yes, it's not illegal, but people won't do it because if you do it, you'll go. You're just making you into troubles. Like people are afraid, just afraid. They don't know. Actually, I was in a school where we were a few Muslims, and the Friday we used to end school at 12. And what I used to do, I go to the mosque every day. I mean every week. But people in my school weren't doing that. So they took me as an extremist. They were afraid of me. And when they talk to me, they say, yes, why don't you come with us eat? Why don't you? Because they used to go to a restaurant or something like that. I just say then, give me 1 hour, I come back. It's just about time. I often I don't ask people to come with me. I'm free. I do what I want, and they were afraid of me. After that, I went to university with some of them. Went to the same university, and like they were really afraid. I dropped school like for at half the year. I dropped the school for personal reasons. They too are what they thought I was going to jihad, something like that.
Really?
Just because I was extremist for them, because I went to mosque at Friday and tell them that it was nice for me. Like I'm an extremist for being happy. See, they're afraid. Like
But it's like you go to Sunday church. Like it's not.
that doesn't. Not a lot of people doing that. But if someone goes to
most
mosque is-
people who go to church are not Belgian.
Yes.
They are from maybe
Some
Eastern
other-
Europe
yes.
or Africa.
we have a bad image.
Yeah.
Just that.
What is this? I'll just want to see it from here. What the heck? I think it's against the vaccination.
The issue is that we have to go like.
Okay. There's so many people. When I go in Prague and I see like someone in hijab, I'm like happy, like hey, I say salam alaikum. Because it's like so rare. It's usually tourists. It's for the one who lives there. But when I see like, or I see Arab family or whatever, but we don't have this at all. Or we don't, yeah.
Me, it's when I see someone working with hijab.
Oh yeah.
If I see someone working with hijab, it means that the shop or this industry or something allows it.
Yeah.
And people are afraid of hijab there. Like they banished the full hijab, like the burqa.
Burqa, yes.
They banished it like for real.
This is a big neighborhood, like
Yes.
it's like pretty long. But you see, like if I was Muslim, I wouldn't want to live here probably.
Yes.
Too many people. Too
live,
crazy.
But you can maybe go shop there.
Yeah, shop here, yeah.
Yes, but don't live there. There are people coming from Morocco or something like that who came there and who used to go to mosque and then continue it there in
Yeah.
Belgium. mainly, I would say. And also when you get older, you're more interested in Islam and some kind of things. So that's my guess.
So most people just pray home.
I think every people I know
But you go to mosque, you said it's
on Friday.
on Friday, yeah.
On Friday, yes. On Friday, there's a lot of people coming to the mosques. But the rest of the year, I mean the rest of the week, I don't think that a lot of people goes to mosque. For me, for example, I can go in the evening, but on the morning I'm at work and I cannot just leave. It's not, as I said, they will say I'm extremist or something like that. If I just take a pause and
This
go
guy
quiet.
wants to pray, he's
Yes.
crazy.
That's but if I say that I need to take like 10 minutes every like
For
three
cigarettes?
times for cigarettes or for yoga, we say okay, he's a healthy man, something like that. It's just about fear.
Because you're extreme, because you believe in God.
Yes,
That's extreme.
That's how they think. That's sad. For real. I hurt no one when I pray. I mean, I pray for God and for myself. I'm offending no one. I mean, I'm just doing my thing. But it's crazy. Like they don't want me to. It's hard.
No worries. Allah will take care.
Inshallah.